It's moving day, so this is our brand new London apartment. Woo!
So this is the lounge
Slash kitchen. And also look at the condiments that this apartment kindly comes with when you decide that you want to live in London permanently. Biscuits as well, they're really treating you here. So full on kitchen, and then there's also, move your booty, the washing machine for your clothes, a nice dishwasher. And also look at this, okay? Look at the views that you have of London when you're in Fitzrovia. So you can literally see the Shard, you can see the city, and you can see into people's offices. So I don't know about you, but I like to spy, so. Unfortunately, this doesn't open as well because that would be such a good instant pick, but you know, safety first. Anyway, come with me. Now the great thing about this apartment is that there's toilet 1 and there is also toilet number 2. So when you're in London, there's obviously a lot of good food. So the fact that there's 2 toilets means that we can both go to the toilet at the same time. Okay, so then this is like the guest bedroom. So you have a nice double bed, and then you look out and you get those amazing views again, and you can see the London Eye. And then after that, the very final room is the main bedroom. Okay, so look how huge this bed is. Like, it doesn't look it in there, but James, come and do a dive so people can see how big this actually is.
Just when it breaks.
I swear you could genuinely sleep like 4 people in there. 3. You could sleep 3 comfortably.
Not with you sleeping, you can't.
Then we have our TV, and that's about it. So that is our London apartment. I'm kind of just kidding because we are just staying here for a few nights. We're staying in the Seiko Apartments Fitzrovia. So they have locations all around the entirety of London, but we wanted to be staying somewhere kind of near Soho because I really want to move to London and I love being central, whereas James is kind of just pretending right now that he's not listening to me while he reads his articles about nutrition because James doesn't like the idea of moving to London. So later in the video, we're going to be discussing the pros and the cons of living in central London. But if you do live in central, I would love to hear from you down in the comments below, because I'd love to hear about how you find it, whether you like it, whether you don't, because I think that there are so many benefits to living here. But then, for example, right now, as I'm just sat here trying to get on with my work, I hear so much noise outside, so many people shouting and screaming, and obviously you can get double glazing, but I can imagine that would get a little bit annoying after a while. But then on the other hand, there's just things to do everywhere and it would make life so much more entertaining. But again, we'll get back into that in a bit. For now, for this video, there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff going on because we're here in London because we've been filming some food for the best food in London and the best dessert in London. So I'm doing 2 videos, not just one, and I think I'm gonna also do more in the future as well, like best brunch, best afternoon tea, best other things. Like, just let me know what you want, and also hit subscribe because those videos are gonna be so much fun. But here's a little sneak peek about one of the things that we ate last night. This amazing cookie skillet, oh my gosh. This is just a little sneak peek of what you're gonna be seeing inside the best food in London video. That was bloody delicious. So that's just a little snippet of what is to come. Anyway, with that said, it's time to go explore London. Let's go do some fun shizzle. So this poke place honestly has the most toppings out of any other poke place in London. You'll find that the other ones in London, unfortunately, they just don't have too many toppings, like the poke places that you'd find in LA or places like Miami, which have so many different options, but Honey Poke has tons. I couldn't complete this video without showing you a poke bowl. So this is at Honey Poke, and this is honestly my favorite poke place because they just have a great range of toppings. So here's what we have. I've got some tuna, I've got some broccoli, seaweed salad, mango, chili, loads of ginger because I love that stuff. It's really good.
And I've gone for the ahi tuna bowl, I believe. I don't know what's in it, other than tuna.
How is it?
Yeah, it's actually...
It's really good, right?
It's pretty
the
decent.
tuna's really good texture. One thing that I do love about being in London is that there's just so much to do, but then obviously a negative to that is that loads of other people love that too. So I just had to wait in line for 25 minutes just to go for a pee. We're currently out and about right now doing some shopping, the thing which James and I hate the most, but it's good to get ourselves, I guess, out and just we never really do stuff like this, do we, other than when we're traveling. And so I genuinely feel like such a tourist right now in my own country, because obviously we're staying in London and we're doing things that we normally only do on holiday. So it's kind of fun. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. But I'm gonna go buy some shoes. Here we go. I'm just kidding, those shoes are really ugly. But when it comes to clothes and stuff, normally I'll buy it from just like everyday kind of places and just normal places that are like good price. I really like a bargain when it comes to clothes. When it comes to shoes, on the other hand, I am very fussy. I never treat myself to new shoes, buy new things, and I always like to go for like really expensive ones because I just hate having sore feet. I can't think of anything worse than having sore feet when I'm walking around. So right now, I'm just wearing my trainers. Because that's how I am. So I'm treating myself to some actually nice, expensive shoes, and I never buy anything for myself. And it's something that I'm trying to do more and more because I think it's so important to actually stop and like celebrate when you have some level of success. So I'm really trying to do that at the moment and actually buy myself nice things because I think it's really important to do that. Feeling these and they're so comfy. Yay, I got them. So that's honestly probably the first time that I've spent above £50 on myself, other than buying software for my business, in a long time. And food as well, because that doesn't count. But yeah, it's good. I'm glad that I got them. And now we're gonna go look in one of James's funny shops that he likes. Funny, like expensive and exclusive things. I don't get it. I don't get this fashion stuff. So we just met Anthony Joshua. How do you feel after meeting Anthony Joshua?
I don't know who he was.
Just kidding, he's actually being such a hardcore fanboy right now. Telling all his friends on his group chat.
The family.
And now he's trying to pretend that it's not even true.
The family. We're taking the 4,000th photo of the day.
My PR guy, stroke photographer, stroke manager, stroke...
everything.
Don't say it. So I'm getting my hair done like super blonde. I'll show you it when it's done. But I have a cocktail. So apparently they're like really well known for their cocktails here. So it looks amazing. So cheers to that. But yeah, while I'm getting my hair done, I'm just getting on with a little bit of work with my laptop. Just working on some stuff for Impact Your Social Media, which actually I did a kind of a soft launch of it today. So that's kind of exciting. I've been using a chat bot. And it's really interesting because the conversions on the chatbot seem to already be so much higher than emails. So that's a new experiment that I am running for you. So I'm really enjoying being so close to so many different things. I really like the fact that you can just walk out of the apartment and there's just things to do everywhere. Because I live right now in a place called Surrey. I've always lived there. So to get to central London, it is pretty near. So from door to door, it's gonna be like an hour to get to anywhere like proper. But I used to work in central London as well. I worked in Shoreditch. I've also worked in Victoria, and I've worked right by Hyde Park Corner as well. So all of these different places I've worked in, but that was in the corporate life when I was working in asset management, so I didn't have such a good experience. And then when I was working in Shoreditch, I was working at the biggest influencer marketing agency in the whole of the UK. So that was fun, but at the same time, with the commute and everything, it just kind of made me so exhausted and it made me resent London. So for so long, I've hated coming to London, and in my head, when I think about going from my house in Surrey to London, I'm like, ugh. So I like the fact that, for example, when we went out to eat dinner last night, we could just walk back here and then we were here and we didn't have to take a train or anything. But here are my shoes and I am feeling them. Is it that bit?
Yeah, because you lot, I'm feeling them.
Oh! Great bands. But anyway, we also went to a really cool gym this morning, and basically, this is how I would kind of, I guess, live if I was living in London. Now, I'd eat some food in the house rather than going out to eat for every meal. Maybe not. But there's a gym called Third Space. It is amazing if you live in London, and if you don't train there, you're crazy. So let's flash back to this morning where we actually went and trained and had such a good workout at this insane gym. recently I switched to high bar squats because I was getting some pain in my hip. My hips were rising too quickly. So I switched to that, but I think I'm gonna try some sets of low bar, just see if I can still do it because I haven't squatted super heavy for a while. And so I'm gonna go for 5 reps. But the rack is spinning a little bit high. So I'm gonna do one more set and then I'm gonna move on to the rest of my workout. Now there's some really cool machines in here, so I'm gonna use some of them rather than sticking to my usual really simple workout. James is one.
Yeah, so we're doing 100 cal on the rower, 100 cal on the ski erg, 100 cal on the bike. Every 2 minutes we've got to do 5 burpees, but we're doing it in pairs. So 10 each, and yeah, 300 cals total.
Boom. That just goes to show the power of having a coach and someone showing you how to do it. Again. You're a machine! Anyway, it is now officially back at home, back in Surrey, and here's the thing. I recorded this entire ending where I explained the pros and the cons of living in London, and all that footage somehow got deleted. Which is really bloody annoying. But obviously I'm not living in London, however, I really am considering it. I like the idea of living in London. I'm actually just about to head to London right now. I go there all the time. So the pros and the cons, seriously, I think I mentioned a few of them, but like apparently it's kind of dangerous. We spoke to some people who live in London and they say that they get burgled. And then a pro is obviously that there's tons of stuff to do everywhere. Another con, I'm trying to be unbiased with this, by the way. I think another con is just like it's so busy everywhere, and I can imagine that to get kind of frustrating. Like I can't believe I had to wait that long to go for a pee. Like that was insane. Another con is that also I feel like it would encourage me more to go out more, like go out clubbing more. That could probably affect my productivity in my business and things like that. But then another pro is that you're around more entrepreneurs, more people who are on the same page, who have the same mindset, so it could be inspiring, so it could encourage more growth. So many pros and cons to everything in life, and honestly I really like to just think things through and think of things out before I actually take action on them. So guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. Make sure to check out this video up here. Hit that subscribe. I love you. I'll see you in the next one. And any ideas for any future videos, let me know. Make sure to watch the video that my dad and I did while we sort businesses of the day. That was really funny. That was really fun. I love you.